How you doing, class? My name is Paul Wilson. I'll be giving you a class on the fundamentals of marksmanship and how to fire properly and effectively. The first fundamental of firing is steady position. You want to ensure you have a steady position to make sure that you're not moving around. You're going to be changing your sight picture, changing your breathing, training your trigger squeeze. A steady position is very important. That's why it is the first step I am covering. You're going to go up to the fire line. You're going to place your non-firing hand on the hand grips. Your firing hand is going to be, of course, on the trigger. You're going to make sure your elbow placement is correct and secure tight into your body, not moving all around, not all loose. You're going to have your cheek to the buttstock of the weapon. You're going to ensure that it is tight, and you're going to make sure that you're in that same position every time to ensure that you have the same sight picture. Next, we'll be covering your breathing. Your breathing affects you more than you know when you're firing at a little 300-meter target. When you're sitting there breathing, your body's going to go up and down naturally with your breath. You want to ensure that you're shooting from the same point each and every time. If you're shooting from when you exhale or when you're shooting from your inhaling, if you do not do it the same place every time, the same pause, same natural pause, you're going to be above or below the target once you've zeroed. You do not want to do this because, of course, you will miss the 300 target. You may hit the 50, the 100, the 250, but you're going to miss the 300 a good bit of the time if your breathing is off because you're going to be shooting way too high or way too low. Next is going to be your trigger squeeze. A lot of people pull the trigger squeeze too hard. They stick their whole firing finger through the trigger well, and when they squeeze, instead of just pulling the trigger towards them, the trigger is pulling the whole entire weapon, so they're going to the right or the left of the target. When you place your finger into the firing well, you're going to make sure it's just the first part of your finger, the meaty part of your firing finger is on the trigger. You want to ensure that you pull the trigger towards you and not squeeze it. You want it to be a slow action. You want it to surprise you. You do not want to sit there and concentrate on squeezing the trigger and pulling it. This way you're not left or right. This will cause you to miss every one of your targets if you're not center mass on the sight. Next is going to be your sight picture. Your sight picture is also very, very important. If you go up and you zero your weapon with center mass, which is the center of the target, you want to ensure that you fire at every target the same exact way. If you fire center mass at one target, and then you go up there and you realize you're missing low, and you don't adjust your weapon, you do some Kentucky windage, then your zero is not going to be correct and your firing is not going to be correct. You want to ensure that your sight picture remains the same throughout the duration of the zeroing and qualification range. You want to make sure that you do not change any of your firing from your zeroing to the qualification range also. A lot of people do this. This is my class. It may have been a little better if I included a weapon. Thank you, and have a great day.